in the pocket of change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I
shoes, and the dresses.
Bro, I ain't know how much.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Hell no running back.
Ready. 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your left, and I'm about to take you to school. Let's go.
On first down, McKinley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Any day. Take 4. Take go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 99. Check 99.
Speed grip.
No running now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Kill. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Yes, yes. Check, 52 is the mic. 52 is the mic.
First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
No, check that. 52 right here. Hey, what's the ball?
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
4-2, you know better.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken.
Lakers looking good, baby.
Yep,
by 7.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay. All right.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
From the gun, Ackerman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll run on first down. McKinley. And they'll get this down to the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now. It's Franklin, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Come on, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Thomas, why you stop?
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's going to look for this post.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
I know he is. He's going to look for this post.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Come on, man.
More problems here.
I said he's going to look for this post.
Only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do.
Come on, Williams. You got to be quicker, man. You got to get over there. There's no way you can make this. No way.
You're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Oh.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Bro, did y'all know in a Carolina playbook they have no stretch plays?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, lock it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Go.
Kill.
2nd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Back to throw. Ackerman. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Throwing again. Ackerman. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Check. Hey, Sam off. Watch the safety creep. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Franklin. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a...
With 7.5 to go here in the 1st quarter.
When they go back to the buffet.
Certainly these two teams know that they're on a collision course if everything would play out the way it would appear things would settle right now. But remember, the Los Angeles Clippers only have a game-and-a-half lead on number 3 Denver. Jackson at the line.
Touchback. Yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Just like that.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down.
Dang.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Is that you, Paul, with that pass rush elite like that?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Murray with a 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this
He had a touchdown, too.
Picked off at the 33.
He had a touchdown, and he missed it.
Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
That's why I can't play on safeties, bro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Go, go, go.
Now they try the right side here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray.
Oh, my gosh. He caught that?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
I'm just so
as the
upset
clock will stop
that.
with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 43. Wait.
On 3rd down. Hines. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
How you going to do that?
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Murray now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
That should have been 6, bro. He ran right into them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ackerman. And he comes back with one complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Who? Who? DJ Fluker. Only one I know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Here's Murray.
Man.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
That's it, baby. We go for first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he almost intercepted
Why you
it.
stop?
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Like, why you stop running?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Rock it. Bang. He's coming. We got nothing.
Operating from the gun, Ackerman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ackerman. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Ackerman. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
What?
Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
No.
Yes, come here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd
Wait,
and 10.
I'm in the game. Chill.
Strip that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
218, chopper. Get it.
From the gun, Ackerman. And that's knocked away. And
That was abysmal, bro.
The linebacker able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards.
Did y'all clean it up?
A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 22, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, go back. We got motion.
Murray now. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Murray. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets this away.
Man,
look at this.
all
This
that
is a
damn
good
wind.
Here's Thomas. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Sheds off the tackle. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over.
Right,
Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go!
Watch twins! Watch twins!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
General West!
Slam!
Hard! No!
Let's go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ackerman. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Man, they let him get a phone when I can't get mine.
50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And again this time to the tailback. And they're able to swarm him behind the line. And his rough night continues. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had no...
It's a lot of like, stop, like, look at these lashes. Buy my lashes. Look, let me see if I can pull it close. I'm not gonna...
Nah, it wasn't, bro.
I'm trying to think of
It wasn't, man. Man, we just trying to get a little bit of offense going, man. Not trying to do playbook.
So what I'm seeing a lot of is like easy to
So my defense.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
He's gonna throw it right to
Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
I don't like this.
Throwing now is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I told you you're going to beat me, bro. Bro, I had a shutout going, bro, and my man right here, Thomas, freaking fumbles. Freaking fumbles, bro, and he scores a touchdown.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
That's that throw power, boy.
So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great.
Man, we just trying to play scrap. That's all. We just trying to play smart.
It really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower?
Take what the
Can a
defense
defender
does.
finally win it this season? Those are the things that we
Get rid of that ball. That's a touchdown.
Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Get rid of that ball,
They
man.
want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You should call me your cell phone. Dun, dun, dun,
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Ah, man. I have to
Exit.
play for the field.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come on. Mike, 50.
Yep.
Mike, 55.
Bravo. Hey.
Come on, why did you move?
First of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You're not ready. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go.
Here's the part.
Now.
Mike
Back,
55.
cuz.
Mike 55.
Now.
Looking to throw. Ackerman. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that
Bro,
one
did y'all see that weak animation he just got?
They weren't scared to let it fly.
Look
but
at
it
this
falls
weak
to the ground
animation.
and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
I ain't got that weak animation, bro.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
He
These
ain't
guys had to
better
punt
run
their
it
last
like that.
possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the
Look up,
pitcher
we got
gets
him
a
throwing
base
it
hit,
over
he's
there.
on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to
Can't
keep
throw
it warm.
slants against
He might
him,
need a
bro.
massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Slants, that's a no-no. I'm sitting on slants.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and
Damn it.
coordinators talk about in your progression, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Golly.
Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Murray. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Let's see what happens if I play this man-to-man. I'ma see. I'ma see.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second down. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route.
I don't know what kind of route that was ugly.
A gain of 10.
But I'm going to sit on that next
has
time.
been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Let's go, dear.
Golly,
First down
man.
is Murray. Short little throw to Ebron. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is
Come on.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Man, I'm about to play this post route like no other.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I'm sure about to play this post.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on down.
Good shit. Good game,
The
too.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all
great
our crew,
defense.
I'm Brandon
Great.
Gaudin. You've been watching the
Great
NFL
defense.
on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
So now I've had to switch
she was
so
pregnant?
I posted her, and then
That's gonna be one big old
I
baby.
have really been thinking about, like, I want new clothes. Like, I've been wearing the same clothes for literally, I feel like 10 years. I don't know the last time I bought new clothes. It's true that I spent a little more time. And I've never decorated my house. Any house I've lived in, I've never decorated that. And it's something that I've been struggling with lately, and I've really been wanting to do that. So I just have one more story with you guys, and I just talked about that. I talked about what I was thinking, what I was going through. I'm a stay-at-home mom that doesn't have a car. My life is boring as fuck. I don't leave my house. But I make it a little interesting. I keep people involved by, like, creating them into my life. And that's another thing. If you're, like, me, you like touring, well, if you're laying on your couch all day watching Netflix, yeah, like, you're just always on your phone stuff that you're watching Netflix, people aren't gonna, like, want to watch that. I guarantee you leave your house at some point. I do on the weekends we go places. So when I leave my house, I make sure that I take multiple pictures anytime I leave my house, right? Anytime I go somewhere. I don't care if you don't go anywhere fun. Walk around your neighborhood or drive around your neighborhood, wherever. Find cute places to take pictures to keep your